Hey everybody, it's Glenn, your hospitality friend here with Chase Chasteen, and he is going to be the general manager for the forthcoming Le Méridien in Fort Worth, Texas. How exciting is that for you?
Very exciting, yeah. It's definitely a challenge, but looking forward to opening in the first half of next year.
That's great. So when you're planning an opening, you got, as we're recording this interview, you've got about 8 months. Where are you in the mindset in getting set to open a property housed in a 50-plus-year-old historic building?
Well, I think there's a lot of moving parts to it. I've been part of a takeover of a hotel that was going through a divestiture, been through a lot of significant renovations, but this is a completely different beast. Yeah. Again, there's so many different moving parts, and you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing, because these are decisions that are going to impact not only the guests, but also the associates for decades to come.
Right, now you're not only general manager, but you're part of the family at Remington Hospitality. How is it working with them, and what are they able to give you to help make sure that you're successful opening up that property next door?
I got a great support system, so it's not just the on-site team that shared collectively. We've got a lot of experience in the industry, but definitely the Remington home office team is instrumental in the success and making sure that we're on track and get everything the right way.
Now, there's a sky bridge connecting the Hilton Fort Worth, where we're recording this interview, with your property next door. So being that you're both managed by Remington, you're going to have a lot of ability to overlap and do things together. How do you envision that coming together?
Well, there's actually a lot more shared history between the two properties than just that.
Well, I guess if they got that sky bridge, they got it.
That's right, yeah. So in 1970, it was built as the annex to the Hotel Texan, which is now the historic Hilton for Fort Worth. So, and now there's even more, shared support with Jonathan and me working together to make sure that we have the shared resources. So whether that's staffing to make sure that we can overcome some of the staffing challenges to the recruiting process.
He's referring to Jonathan Kennedy, the area general manager, who also handles this property, the Hilton Fort Worth as well. So that's pretty interesting. Is this your first GM?
It is, yes. So
that's pretty cool.
And both the hotels, of course, are managed by Remington, and I come from one of our Remington properties in California. So.
Yeah, and I've been on the road speaking a lot to companies about. Just yesterday, I recorded an interview with some folks at a company downtown Dallas, and they have 15 different dining venues, and it's a great opportunity for people to grow within that organization. And it's fun to see you doing the same thing at Remington Hospitality, knowing you have much more opportunity, right?
Absolutely, and they say when a Remington tagline is really where passionate people thrive, and I'm definitely passionate, always have been, about the industry. I started as a bellman whenever I was a student at UT, and it's a great organization, and people really invested in your future. So that's great.
I think that's amazing. Also, when you're bringing these two together, what's interesting is they're two separate properties, but you could almost operate them as like a dual branded property, right? So if you have an event coming in and doing it here at this place, you'll also be able to say, oh, let's have a different type of a room, and it adds a whole lot of new categories and price points for you guys to really win the market, right?
Absolutely, and Le Méridien being a Marriott hotel, and then of course Hilton being a Hilton branded property, there's definitely a lot of intricacies with that.
Yeah, it's weird. I saw Tony Capuano and Chris Nacetta on the Skybridge fighting it out to see who will reign king. So yeah,
that's right. Yeah, no. So I think, however, with the proximity to the convention center, I think that we've been able to look at a lot of the room blocks that both hotels can participate in and get bids on. So that's really helpful. And then also from a banquet, just the space that we're going to have at Le Méridien with the rooftop bar. It's going to be a really neat space. Also the pool deck on the 6th floor rooftop.
Cool.
And so being able to work together to plan for those events is going to be instrumental.
I love rooftop bars. I think that's such an important strategy.
It's going to be the place to be. A lot of live music, a lot of activation up there. So
I absolutely love it. Well, I can't wait to come back. Actually, I'll be here in February for Remington Hospitality's annual conference, but as soon as you open that property, we got to do one of our Friday Night Auto shows from up on the roof over there.
Please come back. And my brisket, it's better than Risky's. So.
All right. So I'm going to come back, have his brisket. Hopefully it won't be a risky proposition. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our weekly newsletter. Text the word hotel to 66866. That's hotel to 66866. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.